Hi, and welcome to Strap a Watch. I'm Michael Knapp with Michael Knapp Leather. Really cool build out for you guys today. I actually made this gentleman 2 straps, but you're going to see me make just really one of them. I do showcase the final product of the other one. And this is for my buddy, subscriber, and customer, James Flanagan. Here's a picture of him and his Jeep. And this is the watch build that we're going to be doing this on. And I've got an example of it here coming up in a moment. The second watch that we did was for the Seiko Divers 200 meter. And really cool watches, great watch collection. I did upgrade them to shell Cordovan leather linings. And there is the watch, the Omega. This one just happens to have a black dial. Didn't see one that they had currently listed with the same kind of cream colored dial, and they call it red gold. You know, James was saying it was rose gold. It's really kind of rose gold, but here's the Seiko watch. Also, you can go back, check out the specs on both of these watches. Beautiful watches. He loves this Seiko, and he loves both of the straps. He's gotten them and has sent me some really cool shots, some cool video you'll see here at the end of this episode. But a lot going on. I really appreciate everybody last week for the Ford GT watch strap build. I'll tell you, that was a labor of love, and I've made several straps since then. I've talked about that in the last show. But, you know, one of the things most of you probably don't understand is, you know, putting one of my shows together is very involved, you know, and all of the editing and everything. And in the beginning of that intro, I had never done anything like that. I had to put all the sound effects and everything together of those car sounds and pulling that video. So it was pretty cool. Got some good news for you. My buddy Bob out in California, I stated on a couple shows ago that it was the first strap that ever got lost. I had to file a claim. Well, the package arrived yesterday. And here's the straps that he got. And that was the deal. He had these 2 deployants included that we sent back. And that Breitling deployant's about $600. That original genuine Omega deployant is about $250. So, you know, without the proper insurance on it and everything, they did send me a check, but didn't even touch what everything was really worth. But hey, now they showed up. I was just getting ready. Bob was sending me some new clasps, and I was getting ready to, build them some remix of those straps. So pretty cool. Who knows what happened? I mean, I mailed those out on, you can see on that package, if you look closely, it says March 30th, you know, and I believe today is Friday, June 16th, 2023. And this is for an Omega style strap. What I did is I had bought James a rose gold deployant, Omega aftermarket deployant clasp. So you'll see that on the final product. We had to end up waiting on that. I've had this actually filmed for quite a while. I had started the blue one. He ordered them separately, and he ordered the blue one a few weeks before he ordered this one right here. And what it is, it's Cedar, Shinki, Hikaku, shell Cordovan with Horween shell Cordovan, Bourbon tan Horween shell Cordovan leather linings. Here you can see I'm punching out the holes for the quick release spring bars that he also had ordered. So this is how I do this. I rarely showcase that, so pretty interesting. But yeah, when James, he contacted me, you know, and sent me a picture of the color of the watch, and I just thought, wow, what a beautiful watch. That it's a GMT chronometer diver's watch, really cool. You know, and the bracelet, you know, all rose red gold they call it. And I think nowadays too, they also, Omega refers to it as, I think it's Sedna, S-E-D-N-A, something like that. Colored gold. It's kind of, I think, their proprietary gold that they add some other element that makes it a very reddish kind of rose gold. But when he contacted me, he was like, you know, I'm I'm thinking about getting brown. And when I saw the watch, I was like, oh no, this is Cedar. Man, this is Cedar. And he's really happy that I did recommend it, because I usually don't make recommendations unless I know you. You know, I always say get what you want. I think a lot of guys, they try to rely on me to decide for them. And just think, you know, if I don't know the gentleman very well, and I make a recommendation, and then he ends up not liking the color, well, then whose fault is it? Of course, then it's my fault. So I don't ever want that to end up taking place. So I really, even on my frequently asked questions page of my website, I state I do not make recommendations. In fact, most of the things on my frequently asked questions page is, do you make this? No. Do you make that? No. So please review that prior to ordering, and also it would help alleviate what I call my email jail. And I also get a lot of text messages and phone calls of questions, and typically it revolves around padding, or they're asking for a recommendation. What should I get for this watch? I don't know. I don't know you. I don't know how you dress. I don't know how you're going to actually wear the watch. Is it going to be for more casual wear, more dress wear, to work, whatever? Are you going to just wear it, you know, for like dinner engagements, more of a time where you're wearing some pretty nice attire? Or is it jeans and t-shirt stuff? You know, I don't know. I don't know you, so don't ask. Unless I really do know you, I'll give you my 2 cents. So here you can see I was just finishing up the saddle stitching of the point end, snipping it off there, and then I burn those in to kind of weld in place. Really cool. And then you'll see me tamping down to relax that stitching, and you'll see me also, there's the buckle end, and an Omega style deployant clasp and strap. The strap is made completely different. As you can see, there's no keeper, and you see a little bit of blue edge paint on my fingers. That's from the other strap. And this is the edge coat, the brown edge coat he had ordered with the strap for this Cedar Shinki Hikaku. Really cool. But yeah, the point end, this is the point end, and an Omega style deployant tucks underneath the buckle end, and it's a very clean, cool look. They're pretty comfortable. A lot of guys are just so, you know, into deployant clasps, and I like them and everything, but personally, just to let you guys know, I wear pin buckles. Now, the strap overall will wear out quicker with a pin buckle. It just will. You're putting stress. But we're still talking years and years. I showed a customer, I dropped off a strap today. We met at about the halfway point. Here's final product. I'll explain this to you. But he lives here in the Jacksonville area out by Ponte Vedra. Works for the PGA Tour. A lot of you guys know that I caddied on a number of PGA Tour events back, 20 plus years ago now. But he had ordered a red alligator strap for a Breitling, and I finished it up this morning. So we met, and he's got the same Breitling deployant that Bob has on one of his watches. And the difference with those is they're on reversed side. The buckle end is pointing at the 6 o'clock position instead of where the point end usually is. But there's that aftermarket rose gold deployant, aftermarket Omega deployant clasp. There's my logo. It turned out really beautiful, and James loves these straps. He sent me a number of text messages, but you can see I finished that on June 1st, a couple weeks ago. And he's had them now for, I don't know, probably 10 days or something like that. And yeah, just he's really, really, really happy. So you'll see some of these shots right here. He sent me this shot right here. Really cool. Look at that dial, man. A GMT. Here's the strap on the watch. He loves the stitching. A little wrist roll right here. Appreciate this, James. Great job, man. Really cool. And here's the blue one that I made. So you didn't see me actually build this one out because this is the one he ordered first. I had actually had some of this done. I hadn't filmed it before he ordered the Cedar. So I ended up just shooting the build out on the Cedar. But here's the final product of the blue Shinki Hikaku. It's a deep blue Shinki Hikaku shell Cordovan. Those are my Zermatt calfskin linings right there. Really cool. And here is a wrist roll of this. He says this is like his favorite watch, this Seiko. And go back, read the specs on both these watches. They're sweet watches. They really are. He's got a great eye, great taste. Very similar to mine, really. So here's another look at the Bluey. I think it's beautiful, and so does James. I hope you guys like it too. But this is another kind of short little video he sent for me when they arrived in the box. He took everything out and laid it out. Looks like on his front patio or porch area, and that's what you get included. That's the reverse side of my card right there with the Strap a Watch YouTube logo. So when I hand out a card, people can also find me that way on YouTube. But really cool. This is a great shot. Thanks, James. Really, I tell you, great job. I never get stuff like this. And here's one last look, too, of both of the straps before we close today. But yeah, if you like my channel, please subscribe. I hardly ever ask for that. Hit the like button and the bell notification. Really helps me out. Here's one last look at the Cedar. Well, thanks a lot, you guys, for joining me. I really appreciate it. God bless you all, and until next time, keep on ticking.